Melvin shall take the opportunity to take over this video in the name of me, Melvin! Behold, sheep of the interwebs, I am your lord and master! Behold, sheep of the interwebs, your leader, skedaddle! I just had the weirdest dream. Well, Melvin was trying to take over the video and he pushed me off a cliff.
I wish I had your dream. I dreamt I was on a date with an Octorok and she wanted to get the first base.
That's going straight on my things I didn't need to know list.
Why is the camera on?
Oh, that's right. We've got riffing to do today.
Can't we just leave it to the B team?
We don't have a B team.
Oh, we need to get one.
Why are you so tired?
All night's Platoon Fest.
Oh. I was up late watching a Roger Corman movie marathon.
What?
No, we need to get going. We just need a little perk me up.
Mountain Dew?
I was thinking of something else.
I'm gonna get a Mountain Dew.
What a drip! Well, I think he's faucetnating.
Yeah, he's made a real big splash.
I will kill all of you. Why is Danny Kaye wearing lipstick?
Go!
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Then the phone starts ringing. Ba-now. The name's Pot. Coffee Pot.
Built-in cake stand.
Add 3 to 5 heaping tablespoons of sawdust. Spill it all over the counter.
Is this coffee? Well, no.
It's raw sewage.
This is coffee.
Same difference. Gee, I wonder what this short is about. If you can see this, you're not blind.
Our story begins here.
Just like
with
heat.
coffee. Its flavor caught in the closed fist of the bean, freed then by the grinding mills in an endless cascade, brewed into a beverage that is consumed in the hundreds of millions of cupfuls each day.
That's a coffee cup?
In this
This
beverage
is old.
that has become so much a part of our lives, there is a background, a tradition that reaches deeply into the culture of many lands.
And Ohio.
Its beginning under warm tropical sun, the care and attention to which it is treated during its journey from tree to cup.
As soon as I sell my screenplay, I'm out of here.
The Three Caballeros.
Nah, the Three Amigos. No, the Three Jacksons. Here, come empty your crutch basket.
There's gotta be an easier way to pick cranberries.
The many processes it must undergo are all devoted to creating good coffee.
And
With
unguarded.
its secrets of aroma and body and taste, to which the talents of millions of men are devoted during their lifetime.
Those are some awful
To
female
which
men.
tradition, rich in the lore of centuries and faraway places, sets its fine hand to bring these three elements into precise flavor.
Also, you can have your damn
Tastes
Starbucks.
of fine coffee extend over a wide range, but for each palate, there is a flavor that is just right.
Somebody's been sleeping in my
Around
coffee.
the world, they drink this beverage in its many exotic forms.
Swiss Miss? Ooh la la.
A dream of Paris, expressed in café au lait.
Olé!
Continental favorite, half coffee and half hot milk.
So you can wake up and fall asleep at the same time.
Ooh la la.
The canals of Venice and the romance of cappuccino, like café au lait, but topped with whipped cream and a sprinkle of grated orange peel.
Admire the coffee, you ingrates!
Weeping angels!
The music of old Vienna in a cup. Viennese coffee, often spiced, but always with a drift of whipped cream.
And fossilized biscuits.
The mystery of Istanbul and the eastern lands in Turkish coffee. Sweet brew. The
Oh, I'd
vigor
never
of
be able to
Latin
drink all
American
that. It'd
coffee,
keep me up for
dark and
days.
zesty, served black in tiny cups with plenty of sugar. But always, it is coffee.
Except when it's
How
mid-cafe.
then do we make the perfect cup of coffee to our taste? Success lies in a single word:
Barista?
care.
Oh.
3 simple ingredients go into the brewing process: water,
Nature's liquid.
coffee,
Big round of dove for the narrator.
time.
Bottled.
Care will produce a perfect result every time. The beginning is the coffee pot.
We cleaned
And
out
there are
Sears and
as many
Roebuck.
varieties and types as taste will dictate. Yet, each is intended to do the same thing in a different way, to produce perfection in a coffee cup.
That's one freaky hourglass.
To make a good cup of coffee,
Add
your
soap.
coffee maker must be clean, free from all remembrances of that last pot of coffee, ready to begin its work anew, fresh and really clean.
Missed a spot.
Water. Into 100,000 pots an hour, water flows in the coffee making process.
And even more goes down the drain.
Too much or too little? Boiled first or later or not at all? For how long?
This job's too hard!
And yet, there is only one correct way.
Have someone else make it.
Water, the first element, carefully measured, clean and cold. 3/4 of a measuring cup for each cup of coffee, then brought to a full boil.
Is there such a thing as an empty boil?
Only after your Lancet.
Ew.
Coffee, fresh.
And really clean.
And again, questions. What grind? Percolator, drip, or fine?
And what poison goes with it?
Coffee, the second element.
I thought that was helium.
It's gonna blow!
Your favorite blend, the proper grind for your coffee maker, 1 level CBI measure per cup.
Or we'll kill you.
This, found in many homes, is the same as this, a Coffee Brewing Institute approved measure.
Except no imitations.
So whether you use one or the other, the measurement will be the same, and it will be accurate.
Until we change it.
The boiling boiling water now passes over the coffee, and the brewing process begins. The flame is lowered, and, well, watch. The
Hey,
third
we were
element
watching that.
is time, and it too must be measured accurately. The minutes counted. The flavor will emerge as the process continues.
At current, it tastes like
The
bathwater.
taste of coffee heightens and increases until all that is good has been extracted.
The rest is
In
pure
this method of
evil.
brewing, percolator, 6 to 8 minutes over gentle heat. And then the liquid is coffee.
The solids are coffee too. Weird, isn't it?
Behold our properly brewed can of tuna.
From these grounds, there remains nothing more to gain but bitterness.
I hate you.
No amount of cooking can extract another ounce of good taste, not another iota of good flavor.
These are bad, bad grounds.
In the drip method, the coffee is measured and placed in the pot.
I see your coffee and raise you an espresso.
I see your espresso and raise you a frappuccino. I
The
fold.
water, carefully pre-measured and brought to a full boil, is poured, still boiling, over the coffee.
Ah! My, what a happy day!
The time? It should take only 4 to 6 minutes.
46 minutes.
No, 426 minutes.
Zing!
In the vacuum method, the coffee is carefully measured into the top bowl.
Then sucked into the vacuum.
The water is brought to a full boil before the brewing process is allowed to begin.
This one boiled while we weren't looking. Could someone shoot the music and put it out of our misery?
The time?
Yesterday.
Not more than 3 minutes after the water and coffee are in contact.
Witchcraft! Krakatoa full of Java.
Stir gently during the brewing process and lower the heat. That's all there is.
There isn't
Like
any
all
more.
good secrets, its simplicity is its magic.
Thought friendship was magic. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Everyone's a winner.
I lose!
Ah, mud.
He plays the violin.
The incomparable goodness of coffee has now been captured in a cup.
Gotta catch 'em
It
all.
has
Coffee
substance,
man.
a body to go with its aroma and its taste. When prepared this way, it will be perfect every
There's
time.
no such thing as perfect.
3 magic ingredients. Water, fresh and carefully measured.
This water brought to you by Pyrex.
Coffee,
Anyone else
the
getting
proper
deja vu?
grind, and carefully measured. Time, carefully measured.
By your powers combined, I am Captain Coffee.
A simple recipe for perfect coffee. Perfect coffee,
Vincent twice.
sending its glow into our lives around the clock. It helps us start the day with warmth and vigor.
And end the day in Urus Rack. Why are they having a grilled cheese for breakfast?
It is a pleasant spur to the morning's work.
Is that a bagel or a donut?
Yes.
It provides the essential part of our pause at noon.
As the ashtray.
Indispensable during that unhurried hour in a world that often forgets to stop. In the romance of evening, when young dreams glow softly, coffee is always a perfect companion.
After she dumps you.
And after dinner, it is at home in any setting when good taste is important.
Get it! K plus
In
8
the
starting!
end, it remains a simple thing, easy to attain, well made and well enjoyed. a good cup of good coffee.
And a good cup of good cigarettes. Where is love? Wait, know the end?
I guess it wasn't in the budget.
Huh.
Water!
Coffee!
Time!
Heart! By your powers combined, I am Captain Coffee!
Does anyone remember where we were going with this? I'm out of here.
Captain Coffee, he's our hero. Gonna take exhaustion down to 0.
Brought to you by the Ustahue.
Gesundheit.
Presents another reason to fall asleep in class. Thrills, chills, spills. Oh, you have to make them happen.
They were hopping and bopping and shoot through joint. Step right in and get down to the point. Those Ghostbusters came in, cleaning up the town.
Uh-oh, ambulance chaser.
Hey, should we have the siren on when the guy's dead?
And now, Veterinarian's Hospital. Quack! Get out of the road!
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Wow!
Oops.
Yep, just throw him in the dumpster.
Dr. Marvin, report to surgery. Dr. Marvin, report to surgery.
Paging Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard.
Beyond this door lies a dimension, not of sight or of sound, but of punch balls. And all that's just to keep the surgeon upright.
If you try, you'll find me where the sky meets the sea.
Luke, I am your surgeon.
Nope, it won't stay inflated. It's got to have a hole in it.
It's a beautiful day in the operating room, a beautiful day for a patient. Won't you be mine?
I told them I couldn't operate on a fish.
Paging Dr. Suchong.
Dr. Moreau,
Doctor Who? Who? Meanwhile, in Benin... accidents are math books just waiting to happen. So the doctors get stuck in a waiting room too.
I didn't know they made cushions out of linoleum.
huh, 90% of all accidents happen while reading pamphlets.
Sleep! Good. Now cluck like a chicken. Not you! Ah, Glimpses of Genevieve, a classic.
Now let's meet the soundtrack.
Ba-dump, ba-dump.
Another heartbeat stopped. The sound of life silenced.
At my hand.
Another accident. They say accidents have killed almost 10 times as many people as all the wars in American history.
I want to know who this they is.
They say accidents injure over 50 million of us a year.
They
That
again.
means everybody gets injured once in about 3 years.
Appointments available now.
Accidents cost a lot of money, too. 10 or 11 billion dollars a year.
Represented by
Something
these
like
stacks of
that.
pancakes.
Over $60 for each person in my family. Do accidents just happen?
Yes, the end.
I ought to know the answer. I've seen the results of enough of them.
And cause more of them.
I remember Fred Taylor's case.
He fell in love with a dot.
His wife called him at the office. Told him their baby daughter had a high fever. She begged him to hurry home.
What's he supposed to do?
Who put these stairs here?
Are these flowers for the child?
Choo!
No, she's okay. The flowers are for Fred.
Kiss my foot,
He
Fred.
panicked, tripped, fell downstairs, and broke his leg. What really caused Fred's accident?
Me.
I walked a long way thinking about that.
And why I was suddenly a floating
The
hat box?
stairs Fred tangled with were just an ordinary flight of stairs. Can't blame them for the accident.
Watch me.
It was anxiety for his child that kept his natural safeguards from operating.
It disappeared!
Ready to go!
We're all gonna die!
Automatic things like walking and sitting.
Ah,
Things
Buffett!
he did every day without thinking stopped being automatically safe.
Behold the walking fish.
His signals got mixed up. And we call that
Crossfire.
an accident. Of course, not every real cause of an accident is as obvious as Fred's fear for his little girl's health. I remember last spring I had a night call.
Jousting accident.
As I drove to the patient's home, I thought, another accident. What caused this one?
DNA,
What
apparently.
mixed up the safety signals this time? The
Candygram.
worried wife took me to her husband. He was a do-it-yourselfer and had cut his finger in his home workshop.
Pull my finger.
Off.
I fixed him up and looked around.
At the banana peel carpeting.
The house was a mess. The wife was really fat.
And pointy.
Which is wrong.
The kids, well, they sure looked like an epidemic of accidents. I got interested in this family.
They issued a restraining order.
The way things worked out for them makes me sort of proud of myself.
Dr.
It
Ego.
wasn't easy, because here, in this one family, there were all kinds of reasons. Emotional,
Radical.
physical,
Fictional.
social,
Biannual.
physiological reasons. The mother,
Codename Pointy
her
Head.
overweight condition was the symptom of an emotional problem that she tried to forget by overeating. I finally got her to understand this and was able to help her. She looks and feels fine now. And her husband,
Codename Banana Head.
that was simple. After I got him to have his eyes checked. He looks at the world a whole lot better with his new glasses.
G is for glasses.
Those kids. No accidents lately. There wasn't anything really wrong with them after Mom and Dad were taken care of.
And replaced by robots.
This is an accident-free family now. So many accidents come from physical disabilities. Poor hearing, poor eyesight,
Poor drawing skills.
disease, old age,
Death.
and emotional disturbances that made Fred Taylor's signals get crossed up. Like that other patient who almost cut his finger off on his home workshop saw.
Bear, what are you doing,
Same
Bear?
accident as the father who needed glasses, but a different reason.
More beer!
This fella had an argument with his neighbor, made him mad, and another accident. Then there are all those things the experts call physiological factors.
Stupid experts.
Medicines for hay fever and allergies, tranquilizers, alcohol,
This is one weird cocktail.
too much food. Any one of these can affect the body and mind and cause accidents.
Don't dope and drive. Or Thor's gonna get ya.
So
Drizzle,
many
drizzle,
factors,
drazzle,
so many
drum.
reasons for accidents. Sometimes a physical reason, sometimes an emotional reason, sometimes a combination.
I will vote for fearless leader.
We need to study these things.
These
We
papers.
need a lot more research. There are thousands of facts we've got to learn.
I didn't know there was gonna be a
we
test.
understand how to prevent accidents in a systematic, successful way.
Blink, blink.
Millions of
Blinkety
dollars
blink.
spent in the United States on medical research
blink,
every
blink.
year now.
Blink, blink.
Accident prevention has to get its share. We've got to tackle this problem the way polio was tackled,
On the 10-yard
the way
line.
heart disease is being tackled. Research.
Reuse and recycle,
That's
yeah,
the
we
answer
know.
to all this needless waste of lives. In the meantime, what about me?
The Invisible Man.
I know I sometimes drive too fast. And I take chances. I don't always try to figure out what to do. I must work harder at this. I must get seat belts for the car.
To hold up its seat
Be
pants.
twice as safe. And our house.
Or lack thereof.
Overloaded wiring. Burned out a fuse last night.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Tried to get around with matches. Burned my fingers. Hit my ankle on a chair.
Spoke in fragments.
Almost set the house on fire. Our medicines at home,
Help yourself.
are they safely out of the kids' reach?
Nope, lol.
When Jimmy asked his mother for the car tonight, was it right to let him have it?
Yeah, he deserved
He
it.
never did get to take that driver training class at school. And he's got a heavy foot on the gas.
And Lightfoot on the radio.
Dr. Marvin, report to surgery. Dr. Marvin, report to surgery.
Paging Dr. Liberace. And somebody comes in and slips on the book.
Ave Maria.
To the young and young at heart, this film is respectfully dedicated.
My foot hurts.
Well, folks, that's the end. I wanted to do a proper outro, but I seem to be minus one co-host.
Ow, 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 ow. I'm here.
What's the matter?
My foot hurts.
Why does your foot hurt?
Well, I was playing Pokemon Go and I found a Vulpix in my bedroom, and in my rush to get at it, I bumped into my lamp.
And you stubbed your toe.
No, the lamp fell over and knocked my game shelf off the wall.
Oh, and it fell on your foot?
No, it fell onto my bed and it collapsed.
Onto your foot?
No, through the floor.
How did your bed collapse through the floor?
I've been meaning to tell you there's been some water damage.
How is there water damage in your room?
I think my water bed's been leaking. Anyway, the vibrations from that made my TV fall off the cardboard box I put it on.
I don't suppose it fell on your foot.
No, it landed onto the debris and launched a piece of wood through the wall.
Uh-huh.
The wood sent a crack up the wall that knocked some plaster out of the ceiling, and then I went to get the broom to deal with that. I pulled the broom out of the closet, and the shelf it was holding up fell down. By the time I got that cleaned up, I forgot why I needed the broom in the first place, and then we got the signal.
So why does your foot hurt?
Oh, I stubbed my toe on the way into the theater.
That's all she wrote. Good night, folks.
Should really get to cleaning up my room.